Hello, I'm Ariana. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into this wintry Valentine's Day smoky eye. It was so easy to do and it only took me like 3 shades to create this look. And again, as always, we will be going through like the different levels of drama that you can stop at any point. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. This is like the before and after. So the palette that I used was the Smoke and Roses palette by ColourPop. It is very affordable. Love ColourPop, and their pigments and quality of their eyeshadows are really great. This palette, it has like 30 shades in it and it's like $35. So these are the shades that I used. I used the brown shade, this like burgundy shade, and I mixed together like a plum and black shade. So the first thing that I went ahead and did was create a nice base for my eye using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in the shade Alabaster. This is really helpful if you have more of a darker skin tone and you are going for like a more vibrant eye. If you do want it to look a little bit more natural and just like a little bit more muted, and you don't want like that insane pop of color, you don't have to go for like a really light and bright base. But if you do want that beautiful pink, purpley, burgundy shade to show through and have it be really vibrant, then I would suggest to go for a concealer or eyeshadow base that is much lighter than your skin tone. And also this also helps your eyeshadow to last much longer and to not kind of like wash out throughout the day. So the first thing that I did was I went in with that bright purple burgundy berry shade, and I'm putting this on my crease. So we are going for a smoky eye, so we want the gradient going from dark to light from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone, where most of the darkness is toward the lash line, which is really going to make your eyes pop. And these colors work beautifully on brown eyes as well as blue eyes, actually literally any eye color. So I'm going ahead and putting that along my crease and just kind of blending it in and buffing out the edges, while also making sure that we have a consistent payoff of pigment across the entire crease. I usually like to start with the crease shade to make sure that the other pigments and shades that I'm adding on blend together really nicely. And also it is easier to add the lighter shade and then the darker shade on top of that to blend it in, because if you go in with a darker shade, it's very easy to turn a smoky eye into like a raccoon looking eye. So that's why I wanted to start with the crease. Now I'm going ahead and blending in that lighter pink shade on the top. I'm placing it in the areas that I blended out the edges of the previous shade, and I'm going ahead and doing the same exact thing. So I basically am trying to blow out this crease shade and bring it higher to create that nice gradient and kind of like blend it out effect as we go towards the brow bone. So that's pretty much it for the upper lid area. Now we're going to work on the actual lid. So I went in with that dark brown and I'm just placing it on the entire negative space of the lid. Now the only thing that you want to pay attention when you are doing this is making sure that we're getting the same consistency of payoff of the shade, so it's not like patchy and it's not like darker in one area than it is in the other. And then as we're kind of dabbing it on, we're going to make sure that we're kind of releasing pressure towards the crease so that it blends in seamlessly with that pinkish berry shade. So I also went ahead and after I added the brown and just blended it in a little bit more to the crease shade, and this is what it's looking like. So I did want to go ahead and add a little bit more depth and drama to the lash line, so I went ahead and tightlined my tightline with eyeliner, and I'm basically just placing a black pencil liner on my tightline. This is going to kind of hide or make your falsies look a little bit more natural, and I'm also placing it on my lash line as well. So I'm doing like a little kind of like a baby wing just to make it a little bit darker and have a lot more depth and definition toward my actual eyes. So I literally just placed like the smallest amount of eyeliner on my lash line toward the outer corner, and I'm going in with a mix of that black and burgundy purple, dark purple shade, and I'm just kind of smoking that out. So making this blurred out like toward the lash line is just gonna add again, a lot more definition and just make this look a little bit more dramatic. You definitely don't have to do like an eyeliner moment if you don't want to, but I wanted this to be as dark as possible. So that is basically it for the eyeshadow on the lid. I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer to go ahead and clean up the outer wing. This is going to make sure that both of your eyeshadows on both eyes are symmetrical, and then also just kind of clean up that wing to keep it nice and sharp. So you can definitely stop there if you just want to do the upper lid area, but I went ahead and smoked out my lower lash in as well. This also adds like another layer of drama, another layer of depth and definition, and makes your eyes pop that much more. So what I did was basically the reverse of what we did on the upper lid. I took that burgundy shade and I placed it along the lower lash line. I'm going in with a darker berry shade and getting closer and closer to the lash line as possible, and you want to make sure that the darkest shade is as close to your lash line, and then the lightest shade is like what you can see coming out. So again, just creating like the same gradient of smoky eye that we did on the lid. And since this is kind of like a softer look where it's not too much blacks, like the black on the lid on the eyeliner isn't that like harsh or like really contrasted, I did want to go in with a brown liner on the lower lash line just to give it like a soft kind of point of definition. I have really been into like brown lower lash line waterline liner because I really like how it looks on my eyes, so I went ahead and put that there. And then but you can definitely use black if you'd like to, again depending on how much drama you want to go for. If you do use black, it would just be that much more of a contrast, and then again it will just make your eyes pop a lot more. So I went in with some mascara. This is the Rimmel London Scandalized mascara. I placed that on the upper lash line and the lower lash line, and this is what it looks like with just mascara, but I also didn't really go in that hard with the mascara alone because I did want to add some falsies, but you can definitely stop here if that's what you're comfortable with. And for the lashes, I went in with the Lily Lashes self-adhesive band. This is like a body heat activated lash. It doesn't require glue. It's really interesting. Again, I'm gonna link everything down below. I actually really like these lashes because they're so easy to put on. I don't have to like fumble around with glue, and then the way that it works is like the lash band is already kind of tacky, and the longer you wear it, it just kind of adheres to your body heat or your skin, so it like doesn't pop off. The corners don't like lift, and it's really easy to apply. Because you know, when you're putting on lashes with a lash glue, like sometimes it doesn't stick, so it's just annoying and it's flying around all over the place, but that doesn't happen with this one. So I actually really like this one. And if you want to use lashes that you do already have, I would suggest using a lash that's kind of flared out like a cat eye shape, because that goes with this smoky eye really well. So after that, I went ahead and I tightlined my tight line with eyeliner one more time, just to kind of make sure that the lash band is kind of like seamless and you can't really see the skin on the tight line next to the lash band. So this is the final look. This is what it looks like. Sometimes when I'm recording these videos, I cannot see if my lashes are symmetrical because there's a camera in my face and my mirror is a little far away, but that's the only thing that I would change. I wish my lash that I just put on wasn't crooked, but trust me, I know it is. But this is the final look. I actually really like how it came out, and again, these shades and this kind of like technique and placement of the darkness towards the lash line makes your eyes pop so nicely. So let me know what you guys think. If you have another video suggestions you'd like to see from me, please let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye!